Craig, what is the latest with Ben? I know he's still in the bullpen progression, but bullpen this week, and then do you have steps in?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got some more bullpens to go. Everything is on track. I think, let's see, what are we at, like August 15th today? The goal is to get him into games in kind of early September-ish, and then see where that takes us.
And then Shaw?
Yeah, Matt's day went well yesterday, so he hit off the traject, which is like the high velocity machine, and swung and missed, which was part of like actually the rehab process, and so that the wrist feels good, and he felt great yesterday. He'll repeat yesterday again today, and I think we're basically at a point where we're considering a rehab assignment very soon here. That'd be soon, yeah. That's what we're. Yeah, that's what I think. That's been the thought, and but that's what we're on pace for. Yeah.
How difficult is it this weekend having a lot of guys ready to come back and having to have some tough conversations with people when they do at certain times?
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, our what happened probably earlier this season told us that, wanted us to be prepared, in case scenarios like that happen. And so, if we get healthy, we're going to be crowded. We're going to be a little crowded, and we're going to have to, and that's going to force us into some tough decisions. We still have a lot of games left. I mean, I think that's what's important to remember. There's a lot of baseball left, and that means we want to be prepared for a lot of baseball being left. So if that at some point, and that it's two things. One, it creates some competition, and two, it might be some tough conversations as well.
Just want to throw out another name. How's Dan Palencia doing?
He's doing good. He is pitching today or tomorrow? Tomorrow. Yeah. They got rained out?
Yesterday.
Yeah, okay. So he's pitching tomorrow. Going from there. He had a nice outing in Knoxville, his last one, and hopefully build on that again tomorrow in Iowa.
I guess we probably won't get through today. You had any of those conversations with pitchers about how the ball's going to change?
We're going to get through today, yeah.
How's the weather look?
I think pretty good. Yeah. I think the rain was supposed to be this morning, and I think we look pretty good. Yeah.
Over the years, your players have talked about Seiya just his skill as a hitter, that even for major league hitters, they think it's kind of like rare.
Yeah.
Could you explain from your perspective what that is? It just kind of goes above and beyond, but even players at the highest level.
Yeah.
Think it's special. What is that kind of it factor?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's it was happened in Washington the other day. He hit that home run to center field or to right center. I remember Nico's next to me in the dugout, and he was just kind of shaking his head like, wow. And it was like kind of just based on the pitch sequence from the pitcher. I think it was the kid Cruz, I believe, maybe, that they just traded for. And it's just, he's strong. He's got a good swing. He obviously hits the ball hard, hits the ball far, can hit the ball to all parts of the park. There's a lot of things he can do, and he can do all of them. And I think every hitter wants to be able to do all of them and look good doing it.
Yeah, we always hear when people talk about swings that are just aesthetically good to look at.
Yeah.
It's always lefty swing.
Yeah. Yeah, Seiya's one of those guys that I think gets it from the right side. Bobby Witt, I think, gets it too. Guys like that, yeah.
I was looking at his numbers just before we started talking. I mean, he was like around batting average around 230 or something. But a little lull there in May, but ever since like the 1st of June, he's been
Suzuki's been on kind of a steady, gradual, I don't know, call it maybe a climb. Pretty consistent.
Yeah, I mean, I would say consistent. I'm not sure on the batting average, but I would say he's been a very consistent offensive player this year.
Remember anything about the pitch sequencing that like made what he did so special?
Yeah, I mean, I hope I'm not getting the pitcher wrong. I think it was Cruz, but I mean, I think it's just the velocity that Cruz pitches with. You know, it's a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and I believe Seiya hit a slider. It's my, but maybe I'm getting the story completely wrong.
I think he does. I mean, he broke up last season with Milwaukee. Like he hits.
Yeah. I mean, that's another. I think that's another, tip to that is like it's the best when you hit the best pitchers. I think that's, there's always the measure of that too that goes into, the other hitters see that.
You mentioned the other day combo of the production they've been doing. Since you put, say, in the 2-hole, I think you guys from those 2 spots are leading the plus OPS. Is there something to kind of an effect from what he's doing to say, like, or is it just 2 guys in their zone right now? How do you?
Well, I mean, first it's just 2 really good players. And so, you expect them to be good, but I think a little bit was like, the reason I hit Seiya is just, I wanted Seiya to be able to take advantage of being, especially against right-handed pitchers, just being between Michael and Pete and knowing that teams were just putting lefties in there like, they always go to a lefty in that situation or frequently go to a left-handed pitcher in that situation. And Seiya's our best hitter to take advantage of that. And so it hopefully gives, it's like we can counter a move that the other team is trying to make.
When things are going well, does your mentality or preparation change at all in pregame, how you go about looking at the day itself? Is there anything different about it?
I don't know if I ever look at it like that. I mean, I think you prepare for the day. Things are going well, things are not going well. That's kind of somebody else's call too. It's just, let's prepare for the day.
With Dansby not in the lineup, just a scheduled day off for him?
Yeah. You're going to keep seeing this. I think we're cycling through this. So Nico the other day, it's Dansby today.